round 13, I believe. Derek Schwartz up against Caleb with the Lost Box. It's a pretty good matchup for Lost Box, especially with the Dragonite that Caleb has. But yeah, pretty good matchup overall, I would say for sure. For Caleb. And going first in this first game. The Greninja is prized, which is not great. I'm sure Caleb's going to figure that out real fast here with this initial VIP pass. I'm going to grab some Comfies and have to settle for that because the Greninja is prized. But yeah, pretty good matchup, I would say, for the Lost Box. So the win condition here, there's a lot of things Caleb can do. He could just draw 2 prize cards and then Kyogre. You could go with, there's like a ton of things you could do. For Derek, it's going to be a little bit weird because the prize trade's not great. Yeah, the prize trade's not great. So you do want to get to your loop turn. I guess that might be the biggest thing for Derek is like when to go for the loop turn. Tilts the Sableye. Maybe that's to show that it retreated. Choice Belt, or I think I like the Choice Belt keep here. To be able to use Dragonite for 1-hit KOs. Goes for the Mirage Gate. I don't hate that. Is that where they want them to put the Lost Zone, I guess? Okay. That's weird. Alright, net. Reset, Comfy again. I like digging aggressive here. Digging aggressively here for the most part. Gets rid of the gate, keeps the recycler, that's fine. Kofi back down. And pass over to Derek. Derek doesn't play anything to like attack with aggressively, and the opening hand is not great. It's actually pretty bad. There's like no options in the opening hand here for Derek. I can actually pull up both of these. Actually, let me see if I can pull up both of these players' lists, because I should be able to. Yeah, all the lists are here. So I should be able to pull up both players' lists here. Caleb and... Let me find the Dialga list real fast. All right. I already know Caleb's list. All right, so for the Dialga list, 0 Battle VIP Pass. Okay, that's interesting. You usually see some kind of Battle VIP Pass in this deck. Double Raihan, double Avery. The Avery can be pretty good in this matchup. And then the Mews, the Greninja. So you don't want to put down too many Mew in this matchup because that's like easy prize cards for Sableye in the late game. I believe didn't grab an energy there off of the... And then we go Serena. Discard 1 to draw 3. Could we have discarded another card there? I think I probably would have discarded the Scoop Up Net there as Derek. I think holding the Scoop Up Net there is like a little bit... yeah, holding the Scoop Net there feels a little bit greedy. Like, we need to be able to use the Scoop Net, we have to be able to play cards, and we have no cards that we're working with yet. So I wouldn't have held the Scoop Up Net there if I was Derek. I would have discarded that and drawn an extra card for sure. Definitely keep the Metal Saucer, though. The Metal Saucer is probably too important. And we'll see how this... Oh, got double check and choose, though. So Caleb can win this turn. Just needs to get 7 into the Lost Zone and then attack with Dragonite. So it's possible this is going to be a really quick first game here. Yeah, I like giving up. I think giving up Cram plus Colress is probably fine here. Should probably also have some idea that Derek probably doesn't play anything too aggressive. Holding the Cram, though, I actually don't hate holding the Cram, though, because like you want to pull off the attack this turn, but if you don't, it's not the end of the world. And like hitting with Cram, settling for a hit with Cram would be fine here. So actually, I think I like those takes there from Caleb. There's a Comfy, you get the energy, and yeah, we might be actually settling for a hit with Cram here right now. Well, one more Comfy to be used, actually. Yeah, Escape Rope first, and then we can Hard Retreat. Quick Ball versus Water. Probably get rid of Quick Ball because you want to keep the Water for the Dragonite. And this matchup, actually, once Caleb figures out that Derek doesn't play any hand disruption, this matchup gets really, really, like, any matchup where there's no hand disruption is really good for Lost Box. You can about keeping the Quick Ball. I'm not sure what we're keeping the Quick Ball for here, though, as Caleb. So I think we get rid of the Quick Ball. Ends up getting rid of the Water. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're keeping Quick Ball here as Caleb. I'm not sure what Caleb's looking for with that. But then we should just see a Hard Retreat to the Hard Retreat to Cram and attack. I believe there is a Cram in the hand, but goes with the Quick Ball. Maybe is going to go for the Guru here. Actually, I don't hate this because Caleb doesn't know that Derek doesn't play any Marnies or anything like that. So Guru to protect around Marnie is still a pretty reasonable take, actually. I actually kind of like the Guru take here. There we go. Got the Guru. We can Primate Wisdom the Colress now. Put that on top of the deck. And then just Punch with Cram is fine here from Caleb. Comes the Wisdom. And if we did get a net there, Caleb could keep digging and possibly actually get the KO with the Dragonite. Or definitely actually, I think maybe just had the KO with the Dragonite there. So yeah, I actually don't hate that, the quick ball take there from Caleb to play a little bit safer. And then punch for 110. So this is like a really good hit. Like this, any kind of damage, any free damage that Lost Box basically gets is kind of insane in the matchup. So it's already opening up really well here for Caleb. All right, Trek and Choose coming down from Derek. We're looking for Greninja is like probably the main card we're looking for to try and draw some cards. And then we also want a Dialga on the bench as well. Got a quick ball. Probably just want to follow up with the next Trek and Choose here just to see more cards. If we see a basic, then the quick ball can get a different basic and we can kind of go from there. So I wouldn't play the quick ball yet, I don't think. Is Derek going in with the Mew already, though? I'm not a huge fan of that. Okay, yeah, and then sides on Trek and Choose. So it ends up with the right path, but definitely shouldn't have retreated quite yet. Grabs the Dialga V-Star there. I'm fine with that. Here comes the Mew. I'm not sure I like using Mew before quick ball, though, but maybe want to see if they had another out to another Pokemon before they committed this quick ball. And they did get the Ultra Ball here, so now we will be able to go quick ball plus Ultra Ball on this turn. Yo, appreciate the 33-month resub there, Fee-Man, and the 5-month resub there, Envious. We got quick ball away in net. Michael for the Dialga. Could also grab the Greninja. No Greninja yet. So going with the Dialga. And has the Ultra Ball. We might not see the Ultra Ball get played this turn, though. We might just see a Intrepid Sword from here, to be honest. Yeah, we might just see an Intrepid Sword here from Derek. Has a Metal Saucer. Hasn't attached return yet, so we'll see the Energy Grab. Oh, actually could attack with Zacian, to be honest, actually. Derek could attack with Zacian here. I didn't really see that as a play yet. But might just take their time instead. Could have attacked with Zacian here. That would have been interesting. But I think I like this. I think I don't know. Giving Caleb another turn is not very good. But I don't know if you really have a choice here as Derek. I'm not sure if you really have a choice. All right, Colress coming down. Once again, Caleb doesn't know what to play around quite yet. Has some good options here. Doesn't mind the Training Court being in play, though, to be honest. Like, Caleb definitely doesn't mind Training Court being in play. But you probably want to place it at some point. The Heavy Ball is pretty important for getting the Greninja. But keeping the energy there, I kind of like keeping the energy there and maybe get rid of Scoop Up Net from Caleb there. I'm not sure if I liked that, because now you don't have an energy to use with the Greninja, I don't think. There's a Greninja grab. Greninja's also like a good attacker as well. Yeah, Greninja's also a good attacker. Like you can go like knock out Mew, I don't know, 90 on the Zacian, or you could like attack with a Sableye at some point and go like knock out Mew, 40 on Greninja from Derek, and then put another one on the Zacian, and then you could go Greninja, knock out Greninja plus the Zacian or something like that. And yeah, well, the Choice Belt is actually prized. So the Choice Belt means that Caleb won't have a way to one-hit KO Dialga. Oh, wait, we have the Training Court here from Caleb. So Caleb can use that to get back the energy for the Greninja here. Forgot about that. For some reason, I thought there wasn't any energy in the discard pile. Yeah, ton of options here for Caleb. Could actually attack with Sableye this turn, I think. And I actually wouldn't hate to see that. Attacking with Sableye here is like not bad. Yeah, attacking with Sableye here is like actually pretty good. I think I would have liked to have seen Caleb actually scoop up net the Cram instead of switching to the Comfey, though, because you want to get the Cram off the field at this point. Yeah, you don't want Cram on the field. Yeah, Cram on the field is kind of just bad, to be honest. Yeah, Cram on the field is kind of just bad. So I don't love Cram being on the field here. I think Caleb could have gone net Cram and then switched between the Comfeys instead. Capture Energy bites the dust. We're up to 10 now. Got the Psychic for the Sableye. Has to retreat, though, so has to Mirage Gate here. And we'd much rather, like I said, we'd much rather not have the Cram in play. And once you commit down this line as Caleb, I think we should have done that a little bit differently. Benching the what's it called, is a little bit risky, though, I think. So I don't think you want to do that as Caleb. You definitely want to grab the Lightning Psychic here, I think. Oh, no, but you want to be able to use another Mirage Gate to get the other water. Well, no, you'd probably use an Ordinary Rod before. So I would actually go Lightning Psychic here as Caleb, because you want to draw into a water. Yeah, as Caleb here, you want to draw into a water energy. And then be able to play that down onto the Dragonite or something to follow up. So I don't like that choice there from Caleb, I don't think. And I also would replace Training Court here as Caleb as well. I think you play a ton of energy recovery, more than you need in games like this. So as Caleb here, I would definitely replace the Training Court. I think it does more for Derek than it does for you. Oh, wait, no, did Caleb actually lost on the stop? Actually, no, Caleb lost on the Pokestop, so never mind. That's not even an option here. So we'll see the Sableye damage come down here. We're going to put 2 on Zacian, 6 on the Mew, and then the rest on the Dialga. Or no, I guess I'm just wrong. Okay, I don't like this placement from Caleb at all. I don't know what this is. Okay, so this is setting up for... I don't... Okay, so it sets up the Dialga to die to Snorlax, which I actually don't hate. I actually do like that. I don't like not KOing the Mew, though. I don't like giving Derek the Mew. I don't like letting Derek have the Mew for another turn. It is a little bit weird, though, because like theoretically for Caleb, you're just trying to KO 3 2-prize Pokemon. Yeah, I don't think I like letting Derek have this Mew again, though. I kind of like go KO Mew. I don't hate this, though. The more I thought about it, I was like, wait, what is going on here? But the more I think about it, I don't hate it. But I definitely think we should have put 2 on the... Instead of 2 on Mew... So the 2 on Mew is always terrible. The 2 on Mew should always be on the Zacian, because then you can use Greninja to KO Mew plus KO Zacian at some point. You have that as an option. You have the option of Greninja. The biggest thing is you have option of Greninja KO Zacian, which is currently not available. So the 2 on Mew is always terrible. So actually, I don't hate 10 on Dialga, 2 on Zacian, though. But the 2 on the Mew is really bad. The 2 on the Mew is really, really bad, because that's just going to get scoop up netted every single time. And then you took away the option of Greninja KO Zacian, so that's a bad play there from Caleb. It definitely should be... I'm definitely, actually, now that I thought about the 10 on the Dialga, though, because it does line up to Snorlax, I do like the 10 on the Dialga, though. I do think that is fine. But the 2 on the Mew is bad. I should always be on the Zacian. I didn't think about the Snorlax play, though, because if we do go KO Mew, 2 to Zacian, 6 to 4 to Dialga, the 4 lines up for the Dragonite to still KO the Dialga, so I don't know. Let's see, where were we at? All right, quick ball from Derek. Derek's in a pretty bad spot. Has yet to attack and has like nothing set up. Has yet to attack and has like nothing set up. So we'll see where it goes from here. Second Dialga's being set up, and you definitely need to attack this turn as Derek. So I think what we're going to see from Derek is the first Dialga is going to swing with 1 energy, and then the second Dialga is going to we're going to try and loop with the second Dialga. And maybe Derek's going to try and dig for some Averys here to try and get that set up as well. We'll see. I believe that's a Training Court use there then. Don't have to Metal Saucer yet. If Derek has a pretty good understanding of the current meta, you know that Caleb probably doesn't play any hand disruption, but I don't hate just doing it now just in case. There's a net on the Mew. Like I said, that's what's going to happen. It did happen. And then we're going to send up the Dialga V with the 100 on it, I believe, and we're going to attack with that for turn here as Derek. We'll see, though. Pick and choose. Do we like it? Do we not? I don't know. Do we like Scoop Up Net anymore here as Derek? I don't really like that Scoop Up Net take care from Derek anymore, to be honest. We're not chaining Mews. We don't want multiple Mew in play at any point. Maybe we'll put Greninja in play at some point here as Derek. But that's fine. That's 1 Greninja. We can use our ability each turn. I don't actually like that Scoop Up Net take there from Derek. I think that's actually pretty bad. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. Scoop Net does not seem like it's doing a whole ton for us. We'll see how that plays out, though. Okay, so Caleb's going to be looking for the Snorlax hit this turn. Still needs to find the Snorlax, I believe. But that's what we're going to be looking for. Attacking with Sableye here would also be fine from Caleb. Like, if we just attacked with Sableye, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But you'd prefer the Snorlax KO for sure. It just lines up really, really well. So I think that's what we're going to look for. We'll see, though. Colors first. Not many cards left in the deck either. There's the Quick Ball. Manaphy. VIP pass, Bite the Dust. So should be able to get into the Snorlax this turn, I think, as Caleb. The question is just from there, are you going to run out of resources at some point? Is thinking about quick balling the capture energy. Should definitely quick ball away the Comfey. Goes with Comfey first. Gets rid of a Comfey. I think we should have gone with quick ball first there and just go ahead and grab the Snorlax. But maybe if you see the Snorlax there, you'd prefer that actually as Caleb. And if we had the 2 on the Zacian this turn, to be honest, Caleb could have gone... If we had the 2 damage on the Zacian right here as Caleb could have gone like 90 to the bench Dialga and then KO the Zacian this turn with the Greninja instead. And I actually wouldn't have hated that play, to be honest. Greninja for 2. We're looking for that last scoop up net here for Caleb. There it is. Got the net. Snorlax can come down cleanly now. Does need to recover some amount of energy. He's going to go with the Ordinary Rod here. Yeah, going to go with the Ordinary Rod here. Now on the Comfey. And you could actually go Ordinary Rod and then... Oh, capture the Snorlax first. All right, that's definitely a mistake there from Caleb. So we probably should have Ordinary Rod the Sableye first and then captured the Sableye out of the deck. Gets the Kyogre, gets the Sableye. I actually wonder if Caleb could have Kyogre'd here. Yeah, could Caleb have actually gone Kyogre, KO, both those things off the bench? I actually think Caleb maybe could have. Maybe. Lightning Water. I still think we'll have the option of the Kyogre coming up. And either way should be in a pretty good spot, to be honest. Primate Wisdom. Once again, conserving the draw supporter. I wouldn't bench the other. I would probably bench a Sableye this turn as Caleb, to be honest. I wouldn't bench a second Comfey. You don't have enough switch cards to really support double Comfey anymore at this point. So I would have benched Sableye there. And once again, the Cram shouldn't even be on the bench. Like I talked about this a couple turns ago. Caleb should have gone Scoop Up Net Cram, not switch card the Cram. Because you want the Cram out of play. You don't need to reset the Snorlax. All right, over to Derek. And actually something maybe Derek should have done on the last turn is had a Mew on the bench ready to go, but is able to pivot into it and now scoop up net it because like Caleb really doesn't want to go out of their way to actually chase down a Mew. And that's why I think Caleb should put a lot of pressure on KOing that first Mew potentially, because then Derek really can't leave another Mew in play from there on out, because then it's like a too easy prize cards. Those prize cards are too easy of prize cards, so I wouldn't have hated that from Caleb. All right, Mew first. Find an energy search. Gotta go with it. Oh, actually, check and choose. I didn't see the check and choose. I thought it was just double energy search for the young opponent. So we get the check and choose instead, which is definitely better. Probably the card you want to see here. I mean, you just want to see a draw supporter as Derek, actually, to be honest. Whether that be Raihan. I guess Raihan's not really a draw supporter. Avery, Raihan, anything like that would be great. There's a Bird Keeper. Bird Keeper's okay. That's pretty mid. So I think we're going to settle for attacking with Zacian here as Derek, it looks like. Nope, can't Saucer. That makes things awkward. That definitely makes things awkward here for Derek. Could go get another Mew, though, with this Ultra Ball and then Bird Keeper into it. I was thinking about getting rid of the Bird Keeper. So maybe Derek doesn't know this, but you can definitely get rid of the Training Court here. Because Caleb's Pokestop, lone Pokestop is in the discard pile, or in the lost zone, actually. All right, another Mew here. So we could go net first. Well, net first makes things a little bit weird. You probably won't. Actually, that's just weird in general. We don't have the Bird Keeper anymore. So Bird Keeper's not an option. Actually, I don't know why. I don't know why Derek Ultra Balled away the Bird Keeper there. I think Bird Keeper always makes sense to keep. Well, I don't know what Derek's looking for now. There's an Ultra Ball. I guess we can go for a Crobat. Okay, I guess we go for Crobat here as Derek. That would be a play to go for Crobat. Ninja's not going to work. So just fail. No, we should definitely take something here, though, I feel like. Yeah, Derek's kind of... I think Derek's definitely... lost. Oh, there is a Crobat in the hand. I was so confused. Okay, there's the Crobat. Now we've got energy. But we needed to use the Ultra Ball to grab Greninja to get this energy in the discard pile so we can Metal Saucer. So I still don't like that sequence there from Derek. Derek definitely should have gotten Greninja off of that. And it's just a pass. And yeah, now the game is like well out of reach here, I think, for Derek. Caleb gets like another turn to play the game. Might not have a way to KO around the Mew, though. But if Caleb had put a Sableye in play instead of... If Caleb had put Sableye in play instead of this Comfey and captured out the Sableye off the Snorlax, like I said he should have, then this turn Caleb could go put 2 damage counters on the Zacian, or put 3 damage counters on the Zacian, 9 on the Crobat, and then the Crobat and the Zacian next turn get KO'd by the Greninja. So that's what Caleb should have done. But now we're here in a more suboptimal situation. For sure. Because like I said, you don't need double Comfey anymore. You just don't have the switch cards to really support that too much. There's the Sableye. There's a Mirage Gate. So I think it is possible for Caleb to still pull off that play, to be honest. And it might even be possible... Okay, it looks like Derek is just going to concede. It might have been possible there for Caleb to actually win... it might have been possible for Caleb to actually win that turn with Kyogre. I think it was actually possible with Training Court being in play. If the second rod was in the hand, I think Caleb maybe just had it, to be honest. The Kyogre win. I think it was possible there. Appreciate the 2 months, 2-month resub there. Sir Rancel. All right, move on to game 2. Caleb is up 1-0. I assume Derek will be going first. 4 energy prized is... That's not good. Not great. Can make using Kyogre towards the late game a little bit awkward. The Greninja prized for Derek is pretty bad. The double Mew prize isn't terrible. Derek does play 4. Air Balloon's a little bit annoying because that helps you like chain Mews in the early game. A little bit less relevant in this matchup because you're trying to keep your Mews out of play. Still open to Mew as well. But the Greninja being prized is definitely pretty bad. Greninja's like your best. It's just your best card. Greninja's like literally your best card in the deck. And it looks like a really good start here from Caleb. So Ultra Ball off the rip here from Derek. Might have to settle for a Crobat. Maybe he's just going to go... Actually, I don't even know what you go for here as Derek. We'll see what Derek grabs here. Goes for the Dialga. Okay. I don't think has much else to work with. Does have a draw supporter, I believe. I believe Derek does have a draw supporter. That hand is definitely looking like a turn 1 cram there from Caleb. Which, yeah, there's definitely a draw supporter. Nets the Mew. Okay, we're going to go back into the Mew here for Derek. We're doing it again. Might even be hoping for like a Quick Ball for a Crobat here. Let's see. There's a Quick Ball. Could get a Crobat. Doesn't have to. But if you don't do it this turn, you're probably going to have to do it next turn. Actually, Quick Ball's away the energy. I'm curious as to what the other card in the hand is. Instead of attaching for turn and maybe attaching... Yeah, instead of attaching that energy and maybe Quick Balling something else. Yeah, I'm curious as to what the last 2 cards in the hand are. I'm sure we'll see here in a second. Oh, Training Court plus Avery. Okay, so yeah, definitely want to Quick Ball away the energy then. I thought it was 2 supporters. For 5. Okay, now we're kind of cooking here for Derek. Still no Greninja, unfortunately, because that is prize. So we're looking for the heavy ball. That's Dialga. Gonna go ahead and throw a Metal Saucer as well. And then pass, it looks like. Let's see if Caleb can pull off that turn 1. The hand's like not that good. It's pretty good. The Snorlax is prize here, so the heavy ball will find Snorlax. 4 energy. Pretty easy prize cards to track. Lightning, Water, Psychic, Colress. Yeah, so a lot of energy prize, which can make using Kyogre awkward, but besides that, not a big deal. The Lightning Energy aren't a big deal in this matchup because you don't use Zero Aura. The Snorlax will be nice to get, and nothing else prize this time. So no Greninja prize for Caleb this time. But we'll see how this Colress goes and see if the turn 1 cram can happen. Also, there's an escape rope in the hand for Caleb. You really don't want to punch the Mew. Punching the Mew is not bad, but it's going to be hard to force like another 1 prize Pokemon in play from Derek. So you don't really want to punch the Mew, so if you can get an escape rope knockout, that's even better. Dragonite's in the hand. Okay. Yeah, ooh, this is awkward. Ooh, that's really awkward, actually. That's a lot of good cards in one hand. Is thinking about... Dragonite versus Kyogre is the question. Kyogre's hitting the Lost Zone, keeping the Dragonite. I don't hate that. It's a tough call. That is definitely a tough call for sure. All right, Comfey getting used. That was a tough Colress there. Definitely. I believe that's Recycler versus Water. If you got rid of the Kyogre already and you know there's not 1 prize, I would actually get rid of the Recycler here. I would get rid of the Recycler here if I was Caleb. Yeah, because you already got to give up on the Kyogre. You'll have plenty of energy for the rest of the game, probably. This actually might not be... It was looking like a good turn 1 cram turn. This actually might not be a turn 1 cram. Still only like a capture energy or a Quick Ball away, though. VIP pass would be real nice here, because then you'd also be able to get the Greninja online and start to dig for more cards. So Derek's got to decide what to send up. I think you probably send up Crobat here and let it take the punch. I don't know, sending up Dialga to take a punch doesn't sound great, because then you're looking at Cram into Snorlax potentially, which doesn't sound great to take the hit on. Yeah, net and water. So Caleb is gonna whiff. Caleb is whiffing this turn 1 attack here. Can still pull off one more Comfey use if they take the net. And I believe that's what Caleb might go for here. I don't hate... I kind of like going for this because you still want to see a Battle VIP Pass or a Greninja this turn. And actually, theoretically, if you get a Battle VIP Pass, you could get... Yeah, it's still possible to pull it off, to be honest. You retreat, one more. Battle VIP Pass into Greninja Cram, and then Greninja sees a switch card, so it is still possible. That does not look like... Did get another Comfey, which is nice, but no Battle VIP Pass. So going to whiff the turn 1 attack here from Caleb. Going to bench the whole squad. Playing around Marnie here. I don't hate it. You once again still you don't know for sure whether or not Derek has Marnie, so I don't hate the playing around Marnie here. And pass. And has the what's it called play built up pretty nicely here. There's an Avery though, so going to get punished a little bit. The Sableye has to go, unfortunately. Maybe should have held off on one of those. I don't know if Derek showed an Avery in the last game, actually, to be honest. Attach return from Derek to try and play around the Snorlax that they're expecting to happen on the next turn. And not much else to work with. Does have the heavy ball. There's no... Wait, is there a Greninja prize here for Derek? I think there is. I might be wrong. There's definitely 2 Mews. All right. So really good hit off the heavy ball there for Derek. That is an important one. Yeah, definitely an important hit there for Derek. And get to actually draw some cards here, because Derek's hand was looking pretty mid on the follow-up. All right, trading court the energy back, and then we got a quick ball going down. Probably going to just go find another Dialga. Nope, just going to go ahead and swing. All right, this is a good turn for Caleb to potentially get ahead with this, with the Dragonite, actually. Just needs to find the choice belt. There's the Greninja, a little bit late. Super close to getting it. Greninja first, as you should. Hopefully number 1. So Caleb is definitely digging for choice belt here. Actually, did you want that? I think Caleb wanted that switch card here. There's a good chance to still draw into a switch card, but I think I liked keeping that switch card over the water there. I don't know. It depends how many energy are in the... I forget. There's a lot of energy prized. Some in the Lost Zone already, so... There's 3 off the Bird Keeper. That is a lot of Mirage Gates. No choice belt yet, and that's what Caleb's going to be looking for, is the choice belts. They're both in there. Eyes up the Guru. Ideally wants choice belt here with the Dragonite. Take this knockout. That put Caleb in a pretty good spot, I feel like, if Caleb can get the one-hit KO here. Also is potentially running out of energy, though, to like get into play to actually attack with. Or from the deck. Like, could be running out of energy in the deck to actually pull off these Mirage Gates. Could get the net. The net does equal another Greninja use. That is 7. You could bench the Dragonite, load up double gates. Yeah, you could throw out some gates here as well now. Primate Wisdom, maybe one of the energy back into the deck, or you maybe start with one of the gates. And then you could Greninja. Yeah, this is actually... You definitely want to bench... Or maybe Caleb is going to go with the Snorlax instead. Taking his time to think about it. I think I would maybe commit to it. There's another net. Another net. Okay. Dragonite comes down. One Mirage Gate happens. But now doesn't have an energy to... Did Caleb mess this up, maybe? No, only had the 2 energy in the deck. Okay. So didn't mess it up. Could Primate Wisdom one last time to try and find this choice belt. Hitting without the choice belt does not sound great, to be honest. But doesn't have it quite yet. You can't afford to Greninja. That's the last energy in the deck is in the hand. Everything's been used. You're exhausted of resources. You don't have a follow-up supporter either, to be honest. Picks up the Greninja, though. Wait, is there a water left? Am I tripping? Maybe I'm tripping. There's a Pokestop. Oh, there's the training court still. I forgot about the training court. Now could Pokestop into the choice belt. I think you got to go for it. Yeah, I keep forgetting about the training court. Pokestop 1, 2. No, choice belt and loses the capture and the Colress. That's actually pretty rough there from Caleb. Could still Primate Wisdom one last time, but no, ships the Dragonite. Just going to go ahead and swing. I wouldn't bench the Comfey, though. Stop benching Comfey. We don't want any more Comfey. I'd bench a Sableye here for sure. If we're afraid of Derek potentially having switch cards or hand disruption, I think we want the Sableye on the bench here as an option. So yeah, that's pretty... Caleb saw a lot of cards that turn. Both choice belts were in the deck. That was kind of an unfortunate whiff. Even ran into the Pokestop at the end of everything. Yeah, I forgot about the training court. I always forget about the training court. Yeah. Unfortunate. We'll see how it goes from here. We'll see if Derek can actually get the knockout on. The biggest thing is, can Derek KO this thing? Can Derek KO the Dragonite? How much damage does the Star Chronos even do? 220? That is unfortunate. Man, Dragonite living through everything. It's just out of range out of so many Pokemon. So Dialga Star Chronos does not KO Dragonite, unfortunately. So you'd have to build up 5. I guess you could still build up 5 energy, though, and then just knock it out normally, which would be fine. You still could just get the KO here as Derek, and go from there. With still get the KO with a 5 energy Dialga and just knock it out. Just want to KO it with the Metal Blast. All right, energy search happening. So I feel like that has to be the play here from Derek, is a Metal Blast, or that's the attempt. Energy search, quick ball energy. Grab Crobat. So we're going to be digging here. 2 Crobat in play. I assume we're going to go attach to Dialga and then Crobat for 4. There might be another card to play out of hand. I'm not sure, though. Oh, did we not attach return yet? Okay. Can choose because of the energy, gets another card. Has yet to use Mew. Could also use Pokestop. I don't think you really want to use Pokestop here as Derek. Seems risky. Unless you thin out your deck out of all your Pokemon. Then at that point, you're chilling. Quick ball for the second Dialga. There we go. It's online. Hand from Caleb does not have a whole ton to work with. I mentioned that already. Need some energy recovery. All right, here comes Mew for 6. I didn't see a Metal Saucer there. Is Derek just going to have to punch this thing? Or maybe just pass with Mew in the active actually wouldn't be terrible from Derek here, to be honest. Pass with Mew in the active actually isn't terrible. Goes with an energy search. As for Caleb's current board state, Caleb does not have a way to like chase the Dialga down. So I wouldn't hate that here from Derek. Just go in. All right, pass. Leave the Mew in the active. You could leave the Greninja in the active as well, I guess. But we're not done yet. Greninja. 2. There's the Metal Saucer. So did Derek not Greninja before? I think Derek definitely should have played more aggressively for this play. So Derek played this turn pretty passive. I didn't like this, actually. So I think Derek should have attached return before using Crobat, and then definitely should have Greninja'd before using Mew, which I think Derek could have also done. I could be wrong on that one, actually. No, I actually don't think Derek could have done that. But Derek definitely should have attached return before the Crobat. I think we should have been pretty aggressive from Derek about trying to make this play work. Oh, and then goes with the GX attack. Okay, interesting. So it's gonna, maybe this is this, or the V-Star power. Maybe this, Derek thinks this is like the only time they'll be able to use the V-Star power. Yeah, this might be Derek might be like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to set up a 5 energy Dialga again. Let's just go ahead and, let's just do that right now. Let's see where this actually goes from here then. V-Star power used. It did not lead to much. Led to just knocking out. Okay, this is why I didn't like the V-Star power, because I was like, I don't know, are you basically just going to be swinging? So Derek actually accomplished nothing with the V-Star power there. I don't know if Derek would have been able to set up another V-Star power, but I think if, as Derek there, you should probably just Metal Blasted or used Pokestop. I don't know. That seemed like it did absolutely nothing, to be honest. Okay, so from here, I think Caleb can maybe just win with Sableye and go like... I don't know, how much HP does it have left? Got 3, so you can go Sableye for 3 here. 6 here, 3 here, and then go 12. No, I guess I wouldn't be able to win the game, actually. What if you went Sableye... 9, 3. You go like Sableye, Greninja. All right. We'll see how Caleb tackles this. But, I mean, the Sableyes are pretty good here from this point on. This is almost a point where I would like to see Caleb maybe use Primate Wisdom to kind of smooth over these. I think it's a Colress and a Capture Energy. All right, so we're going to go up to 8 here. Colress puts it at 10, so Sableye will be an option this turn. Just needs to find the energy for it, which is what Caleb's currently missing. There we go. Goes for 5. Oh, man, that is pretty awful. That's just like that's just bad cards. Those are just bad cards. I mean, yeah, get rid of Zeraora and the Battle VIP Pass. Why not? You have a Cram Choice Belt, not doing a whole ton for you. Needs to find a Psychic Energy. I don't think there's any energy in the deck right now for Caleb. There's like 0 energy in the deck. Goes with the Pokestop, Rod, Quick Ball, Switch Card. Okay. Could also take a knockout on the active with the Cram. But I think a Sableye makes a little bit more sense here. I like the idea of Sableye more. I'm also curious how many Scoop Up Net Derek has left. Because I wonder if you could go after the Mew, the Greninja, and a Crobat plus the Dialga and the active at this point. There was the Ordinary Rod. I think Caleb is probably going to go with the... All right, there's the Ordinary Rod. Okay, so we're going to go with the Sableye here then. Gonna grab Sableye Energy. Probably get Sableye, Water, Psychic, and Dragonite. I imagine would be... I think there's one other Pokemon in the discard pile, but I can't imagine it's ever any good. Yep. I mean, the Water Energy doesn't matter too much. I guess you can try and keep it in the deck, though, actually, to be honest. Throw that on top. Sableye comes down. Probably play the Escape Rope first here as Caleb. Or maybe you want to do this. I think you'd want to use the Escape Rope this turn. Throws the water on the Snorlax. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if we're ever attacking with Snorlax in this game. I almost would rather have the water be on a Comfey. I don't know if Snorlax is ever seeing any action here. I'm just going to go with the Switch Card, save the Escape Rope. Actually, I mean, I'm kind of down to see the Escape Rope get saved, to be honest. I'm a little bit unsure. Seems fine. All right, this time KO's the Mew. So Caleb goes KO Dialga, KO Mew, and then 3 on the Dialga. Actually, here I'm not sure I like the KO on the Mew, but I don't know. Well, you could have put you could have put 6 on the Crobat instead as Caleb. I guess that would have been a play. You could have gone 6 to Crobat. I'm not sure I like the KO the Mew in this scenario, to be honest. Could have ended with 6 on the Crobat instead. Could have. So Derek's got 3 prize cards left. Going to draw 1 this turn with the Dialga. Yeah, if Caleb had done 6 to Crobat instead, where would that leave? We had 6. If we had 9 on Crobat. See, I think what if Caleb had gone like 9 to Crobat, and then next turn goes 9 to Crobat with another Sableye, and then the following turn goes Greninja KO both Crobat. I almost feel like that would have been the better play to look for here as Caleb. I guess you like risk your Greninja getting Gus KO'd though. That would be the problem with that play. It would be the problem with that play, I guess. It doesn't have Kyogre left, so it can't set up for like a Kyogre KO double Crobat play, which I'm sure is what Caleb would like to do, but it's not going to be an option here. There could have been an argument to attack with... Yeah, see, attacking with Cram here almost feels better from Caleb, because if you attack with Cram here, the 30 damage on the Dialga I don't think actually makes a huge... Well, knocking out the Mew could be a big difference, though, I guess. But if you attack with Cram, you need 1 more energy on the Dialga from Derek this turn, which would be like a good thing to force out of Derek. So I almost wanted to see like the attack with Cram this turn to force the extra energy from Derek. because you get this 30 damage on the Dialga, but the 30 damage on the Dialga doesn't make a huge difference because you have 2 choice beltlets as Caleb for your Dragonite, so you should play as if you're going to be able to pull that combo off, I feel like. So from Caleb, I actually think I would have liked to have seen attack with Cram this turn, conserve the gate, conserve the Sableye, even though that doesn't matter too much. Conserve the switch card. Well, you don't conserve the switch card. Still use the switch card. Attack with Cram. And then play for the 1-hit KO with Dragonite this turn. And you force Derek to have +1 energy this turn as well. On this Dialga to KO the Cram. Or the Sableye, you just need the 1 energy. So now Caleb's attack, I think, has to be... and there we see the choice belts in the hand there for Caleb. So Caleb's plan this turn is to attack with the Dragonite. And it's pretty close to being there. Almost guaranteed. Just needs to get the Recycler, I think. And has like Comfey plus Pokestop. So in a pretty good spot. You could even like Primate Wisdom first as well. To like send away a dead card. So pretty good spot for Caleb. This first, yeah. And then you guarantee to see the last 2 cards from the, Primate Wisdom plus Comfey, and you guarantee to see the last 2 cards if you want to. Yeah, so I guess Caleb should do that next. You should go Primate Wisdom and then Comfey. You're guaranteed to have them then. Yeah, I think that's what we should see here from Caleb. Has a Scoop Net in hand, though, so actually you don't really need to. He's thinking about using Greninja as well, actually, which Greninja does guarantee them as well. But I would rather see the Comfey play, I think. I think I'd rather have seen Comfey get used here than that. So Dragonite's going to happen. It's going to knock out the Dialga, and the question will be, can Derek return KO the Dragonite with the Zacian? Once again, this would have been a lot more difficult, though, for Derek if Caleb had attacked with Cram last turn. There's the gate. Lightning Water, and then we have Net plus Choice Band to get the KO. Oh, you don't need the Choice Band here, I guess, but you might as well attach it, I guess, to the Dragonite, because you have the second one and you're never going to attach it anywhere else anyways. Yeah, and then Derek can KO this Dragonite, but we'll need Raihan Choice Belt. I don't know how many Choice Belts Derek has left. Net, reset... Yeah, like I'm saying, Caleb could have gone that other route though, with because it could have gone with the Sableye. Could have gone attack with Cram into Sableye. You attack. No, it would have to be Sableye. Don't KO Mew. Go Sableye knockout, and then Sableye set up the Crobat again. And then go with the Greninja on I think I would have liked to have seen that play from Caleb to go with Sableye. Don't KO Mew, and then Sableye this turn. And then the following turn, have the access to the Greninja. You have Rod plus Greninja in hand, so even if Derek goes and chases your Greninja, you probably still pull it off. And then go Greninja, KO double Crobat. You don't know for sure, I guess, that Derek doesn't play Manaphy. I think you can make a pretty good assumption, though, that Derek doesn't play Manaphy, though. So yeah, now Derek this turn needs to pull off the attack with Zacian. So ships up the Crobat. Draw for turn is the Metal Saucer. So you need 1 more energy here from Derek to the Zacian, and you need a way to retreat the Crobat. You need 2 things from Derek here. The retreat the Crobat and set up the Zacian. Let's see if Derek can pull it off. Plenty of energy in the discard pile. That's not a problem. I think there's a Metal Saucer left here. No, there is a Metal Saucer left here. And you need an energy for turn, which you can get off the Raihan, or a way to retreat. So you can get the way to retreat off the Raihan, and then try and get... Well, it depends how many outs you have left in with the Pokestop. You have to KO the active heroes, Derek. Have to KO the active. But I think if Caleb had gone Crobat, or Sableye, Greninja, I think Caleb would have just won the game here. And then once again, like I even mentioned, I'd like the energy on the Snorlax. I was like, I don't think that energy on Snorlax ever does anything. And we can see right here that the energy on Snorlax is just stranded there and not doing anything. So we could have set that up on a Comfey as well at some point. We definitely could have set it up that way at some point. Metal Saucer, now Raihan. And we'll count the Switch versus Saucer outs here for Derek. 1 Scoop Up Net, 1 Metal Saucer, and 1 Escape Rope, 1 Training Court. So, yeah, you have to go with the energy here. And then you're hoping to hit the Metal Saucer. You're hoping to hit the Metal Saucer off the Pokestop here from Derek, as you're only out. You do have the Greninja. Could the Greninja have ever gotten involved in a weird way to draw cards? I don't think so, right? Yeah, I don't think so. We stop 1, 2, and there's the Metal Saucer. The cards don't go back to the top of the deck, but it doesn't really matter. Metal Saucerization, attach, retreat, and Zacian gets the knockout. All right, so Derek does end up getting a little fortunate with the Metal Saucer at the end of this one, but I do think Caleb could have played this differently, and like I said, gone Sableye, Greninja, and I think Caleb never loses. Well, never loses because Derek doesn't actually play any hand disruption. Caleb doesn't know that, but you're still in like a pretty good spot to be able to pull that play off. And you know Derek can't boss KO your Greninja and what's it called in the same turn. So I think Caleb had this one pretty much locked up. If Caleb had just went Sableye, the turn that Caleb Sableye KO'd the Dialga, Caleb would have definitely just won this game if he had just hit the if Caleb had just hit the choice belt. Caleb definitely wins. But the turn that Caleb went Sableye, KO Dialga, shouldn't have KO'd Mew and instead put it all on a Crobat. Or you could have gone 3 to Dialga, 6 on Crobat, then next turn attack with Sableye again, go 9 and 9 on each Crobat, and the turn after go Greninja KO both Crobats, and then you just win the game. Instead of attacking through the active like Caleb did with the Dragonite on this turn, then you guaranteed don't give Derek a way to win the game, because Derek has no way to draw 2 prize cards in 1 turn, and you're still drawing 4 prize cards over 2 turns. Yeah, so I think that was definitely a mistake from it was definitely a mistake from Caleb there. Could have done that. Also, like I said, this water energy on this one was a little bit weird, and yeah, it didn't end up doing anything like I thought it wouldn't. Possibly some weird play with an escape rope, I guess, to force up a Crobat could have happened. Or instead of KO the Mew, put 7 on Dialga and KO with Choice Belt and Lax. I like that one, actually. Yeah, that Ameti, that works as well, yeah. Just like make it so you don't have to Dragonite. Yeah, I think just the damage on the Mew was just not right. Like KOing Mew there was just not correct. Like that was like a kind of a damage sink for sure. Yeah, we could have avoided having the Dragonite ever get used. For sure. Yeah, I think Caleb could have played that. Definitely could have played that a little bit better. Definitely.